guys, welcome to my Etsy channel. This is Nancy from nancybadijo.com and welcome to another episode of Etsy Shop Critique. If this is your first time visiting my Etsy channel and you want to learn how to grow a successful, thriving business, or maybe you have a handmade business already and you have your own website, then this is a channel to be. I upload weekly videos to help not only Etsy sellers but also handmade sellers that create or make handmade items and they sell online. So if you're interested in growing your social media marketing, learning more about SEO, learning more about branding, and also learning more about how to grow your business, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a critique on the store called Blue Hill Art. So thank you, Monty, for allowing me to do a review of your shop. And it's overdue, so thank you for your patience as well. So any resources that I recommend on this video, I will leave them below. So below this video, you'll find a text box description. If you click in there, you'll be able to find all the resources that I talked about, plus a list of additional resources for Etsy sellers. So make sure that you click below to check them out. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I always do is I pick one product or one listing, and I kind of go through the whole entire listing. So the listing that I picked for this Etsy review is going to be this listing here. Have a Pugiastic Day. So it's a cute sticker. The first thing that I always talk about in an Etsy review, especially if you've seen one before that I have done in my Etsy YouTube channel, is about product photography. And product photography to me is one of the most, not the most important, but one of the top most important factors when somebody is going to buy from your store. In my opinion, is more important than any reviews that you currently have, is more important than the price itself, and is more important than shipping costs. People will be willing to pay shipping costs and buy from you regardless if you have one review or 2,000 reviews, if the product photography is really, really great looking. It has to be amazing. So whenever you're selling anything as an e-commerce platform, because the person doesn't have the experience like a regular store that you could go in and physically touch the item, you could see the texture, you could wear the item if you can. Because we don't have the ability to hold that tangible item in your hand, the only thing you have to go by when you sell online is your photo. So the photo has to be amazing. If the photo is okay or there's some type of confusion, they look at it, they're not really sure what exactly they're buying, they're going to keep looking through the feed and they're not going to stop and click to learn more about your product. So therefore, what I recommend for your photo is taking it to the next level, in the sense that when somebody looks at it, they know exactly that it is a sticker. Me looking at it, it does look like a sticker, but also could look like just like a regular, maybe a print, or maybe just a regular photo, right, of a cute dog in a little tea. So what I recommend is having your first photo, having the first photo in the actual mode of what it's supposed to be. So this is a sticker. I personally would think that having a photo of it being used like this will be more useful. That way when people are browsing, the first picture has to be the photograph or the picture that people see and they know exactly what they're buying. Even though I do think this picture is better than this one to put as the first, this one still has the factor behind it that it can be a little confusing to exactly what you're buying. And unfortunately, a lot of people look at the photo before they read the titles or before they read anything. So photos are important because there's a lot of people that don't read. So if they see the photo and they're not really interested, they're going to keep browsing. What I would do is maybe go in Etsy and look for inspiration of how other people display their stickers to see if you could find inspiration. I'm not saying copy them. I'm just saying find something that works that you could display it in a better way. Because right now, at the current moment, I think that you could take it to the next level. It's just finding how can you display it. This is a really good picture here, I feel, because you could tell that it is a sticker because they're holding it with their hand. Maybe having the sticker and maybe the background having the little dog, like if you sell multiple of them or if you sell like three in a sheet, maybe having that sheet in the background so they know, oh, that's like a sticker and I get like a sheet of them. Something like that I think would be good so people know exactly what they're looking at. So just looking for inspiration on other stores. This is a good example here. They have a sheet on the background and then they have the sticker in their hand. And it showcases that this is actual sticker. If I saw that picture, I know exactly what it is. Versus if I saw something like this, I'm like, okay, what is that? So that's what I'm trying to like illustrate, that the picture, as soon as you look at it, we should be able to know what it is. Another thing I noticed is that you have the same pictures over and over and over. um, what I would do is take different pictures of it. So take the picture of it like you did, like the front shot of it. Take another picture of it like in the computer. Maybe take another picture of the computer a little bit closer, like a very close of the product in the computer. Maybe take another one um, with the computer on top of a chair. I mean, I'm sorry, the computer on top of a table, and then showcasing the sticker from a different angle. But just having different photos. Don't just have the same two photos and repeat them, because it just looks like you didn't put the effort to put different photos. And I know that sometimes depending on the product, you're like, well, how many photos can I really add? What you could also do is add call to actions. So you could add a text image that says, click on the heart to favor this item, click below to learn more about this Pug Kiss cut sticker. And that's another way to kind of tell someone what to do, like tell them what to do, right? You have to tell people click here, or like I do in my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, because people normally don't know that, oh, I could subscribe and and stay updated with her videos. It's the same here. You have to assume that people don't know that they could favor this item for later, or that they could click to learn more about the product. So you have to kind of like tell them. So a I would do actually a text image saying, click below to learn more about my stickers. That way they know exactly what they're buying at that given moment if they browse through your photos, and then they'll click. Potentially, the longer they stay in your shop, the longer they stay reading your listing, the more chances of them buying from you. So that would be my first thing that I would say. It's a very cute sticker. I just think that is very, very important to take your photography to the next level when you want to grow your business and when you want to make a sale. Because no matter how amazing your product is, a bad photo or a decent photo could prevent you from making a sale. So therefore, what you want to do is make sure that your photo is amazing and you made it as amazing as you can. Um, the second thing I want to talk about is SEO, or search, as you might know, search engine optimization. And search engine optimization is just basically whenever somebody types in a keyword on Xe search results or Google, Yahoo, Bing, or any large search engine, whenever they type in a keyword, they say you type in running shoes, a list of stores or vendors or websites that have that particular keyword in one of their blog posts, or maybe on an Etsy shop pops up. And the key about SEO is that you want to make sure that you are targeting your target audience. Two, you want to make sure that you're using keywords that describe your product, but not only using keywords that describe your product, but using keywords that have some type of volume. If no one is searching for your product by the name that you gave it, even though it might be very precise, what happens is you don't get no traffic. So you have to make sure that you do your diligence of doing SEO research. You should not say, oh, this is a pug sticker, so pug sticker, that's one keyword. You should never assume that that's how people will search for it, even though it is a pug sticker, because if no one's searching it for it that way, you won't get traffic. So therefore, you will have the wrong keywords. Or maybe a lot of people do use that keyword, but maybe it's overused, right? Too competitive. That means that if you use a keyword that a lot of people are using, you're gonna be in you're gonna be in the bottom of the search results. So therefore, your listing will not appear on the first or second page of Etsy or Yahoo or Google, which also doesn't help because now people are not finding your products. So you have to really do your diligence. What I always tell people, before you make the product, before you make that sticker, or before you make whatever you sell, do the research first to see if there is room for you to make money on it. Because if you pick a market that's very saturated and very competitive, you're going to have to spend a lot of money on marketing to get people in front of your listing. But if you're trying to rank organically, which means you don't want to spend money on advertising, you just want to be found organically, somebody type in the word and your listing pops up, it's almost going to be impossible for you to be found organically because you're competing with so many people, you're going to be buried. So therefore, it's always important to do your research before you create your product, not afterwards. That way you don't waste your time creating a product that's going to cost you an arm and a leg to sell later. Um, so for instance, what I use is called XErank. Now it's called eRank, formerly known as XErank. And XErank or eRank is a tool for Etsy sellers. I highly recommend it because it pulls data from Etsy, so it's going to give you more accurate information. And you could search for keywords. You could search for competition. You could see top sellers. You could do an audit on your listings. You could see if you are doing SEO best practices. You could check for spelling. I mean, there's so many things you could do with it. And you could use the free one, or you could use the one that I use, XErank Pro, which is $10 a month, or you could do the free one, which is enough as well to get started with. I highly recommend using eRank. Um, for this particular listing, there are three things that I noticed. You're using keywords that are too competitive, so therefore your listing is getting, like I said earlier, drowned, so no one's finding it organically. Another thing about using those type of keywords is that if you want to rank for that keyword and you were to run a promoted listing ad, your cost per bid is going to be very, very high. And if you decide, well, I don't want to pay $3 per click, I want to pay 10 cents per click, and you change it, which you can, what's going to happen is that your ads are going to be stuffed on the bottom pages of Etsy. So therefore, the likelihood of someone seeing them is very, very low. So it's not a win-win situation either, because there are going to be people that are willing to pay $3 per click when you only want to pay 10 cents or 20 cents. So just keep in mind, if you use keywords that are very competitive and you want to compete for those, you're going to have to pay a higher cost per bid, per click, because there's other people competing with that keyword. So I'll give you an idea. This if you look up vinyl sticker, right? And you go to Etsy and you type in vinyl sticker, you're going to see that there's so many listings using that keyword. At the current moment, there's 426,000 people. So your listing is somewhere in the bottom, search results. Who knows where you're at right now? Why? Because there's other people that are on the top, and the ranking is just, it depends on everything. It depends on how many people buy in your store, how many favorites you get, how many likes you get. It depends on your customer service that you give, on your reviews affects how you rank on Etsy. How you optimize your listings affect how you rank on Etsy. How long have you been open? How many times do you renew? Do you update constantly? Do you not update constantly? All these things play a factor. So it's not just choosing the right keywords, it's just the overall. But the keywords are very, very important, because if you find the right keywords, Even though you might be in your store, you might not make a lot of sales, you barely renew, or maybe you don't have that many listings, you will still appear in the first page of Etsy if you find the right keywords. If you don't, then not only are you fighting all the other elements, now you're fighting a keyword that's too competitive. So for instance, vinyl sticker, one is too competitive, and two is a generic keyword. It is not really targeting your audience. So therefore, I wouldn't recommend using vinyl sticker. Whenever you want to find your target audience, I recommend just using keywords that describes your item and using long tail keywords, but also doing the research to make sure that those keywords have some type of competition, but not too much. That has a Etsy search volume, like people are searching for it every month, and it has some type of engagement that people are engaging with those listings. People are clicking and buying. So, for instance, this keyword here doesn't have no competition, doesn't come up with any monthly searches, and no Etsy engagement. That's because barely no one is using that keyword. Whenever you use eRank and no data pops up, it means that those type of keywords, not too many people are searching for. So there's not enough data, and it's not even worth for them to even talk about the numbers because it's not going to drive you any traffic. So all of these in red will have to go, and then all of these will have to go. So that's almost all your keywords. You will need to change them. And then these two keywords here, pug sticker is good and love dog sticker is good, but if you look at the search volume, it's very low. If you're getting some type of traction with these two, and you notice that in your Etsy stats under keywords you are getting found using those, maybe keep them for now and just change the other 11. If you're not getting found with them, because it's very, very low, if you're not getting found with them and you're not ranking like on the first page for them, change them. They're not worth it. So once you redo your keywords and you change them again, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you put your main keyword in the beginning of the sentence. You want to make sure that you have a short description of what you sell, and you want to make sure that your description is enticing for someone to want to click and learn more about your product. What you also want to do is make sure that you include your main keyword. Let's say this is the main keyword. You include that keyword in the beginning of your listing description. And this is usually used for a meta description. A meta description is what Google shows to people on the search engine. So whenever somebody types in pug kiss, this is what they get. And the meta description should be enticing. It should describe what you sell, and it should make the person want to click to learn more about your product. So right now, your description does need a little bit of help. It's not bad, but you do need to include your main keyword. And what you also want to do is that you want to optimize your listing. It's called on-page SEO factor. And what that means is that you want to optimize it with keywords that you search that you want to rank for. And what happens is that whenever Etsy customers look up these particular keywords or search for particular keywords, Etsy will start noticing that you are optimizing your listings with those keywords and the tags that you're currently using as well. And they'll start using them as search queries. So therefore, it'll start sending signals to Etsy like this shop, this is what they're all about of this search that this person was doing. And the bottom line with optimizing your listing with tags is that you will get found in the search engine. You will get ranked higher in the search engine. So it's very important that you optimize your listing description and you include your tags. Don't stuff the keywords, but just make sure it flows. It has, your sentences are complete and you put the keywords in there. That way you could optimize for SEO. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is your listing description. And your listing description is very important as well. It builds credibility with customers. The listing description should explain everything and anything they should know about that particular product. A lot of people say, oh, well, shouldn't it be short? Shouldn't it be long? I always say, make it as long as you're explaining the listing. Who cares if it's long or if it's a tab a little shorter? But you want to make sure that you are explaining the listing, that you are telling the customer any questions they might have. One, it builds credibility. Two, it makes them want to purchase from you. Three, it avoids unnecessary questions. And then you don't have to worry about somebody messaging you asking you a question when you could have put it in the listing description. Excuse me. So I highly recommend redoing your listing description. I think it's a little bit too short. You did a great job of explaining, how to use it, what size, four sizes to choose from. That is a PNG design, that it's adhesive, and so on. However, for a lot of people that is their first time visiting Etsy or they don't know how to purchase, it's nicer to just put, how to order, what's included, um, and then put details about it, how to use it, etc. And I'll show you like an example of like what I have. I'm not saying you have to do it exactly like me. I'm just saying that this is something that I have worked a lot on, and I feel like it does work. So I have like a description. I kind of talk about it, what's included, how to order, what you will receive, returns and refunds, and then I have a backlink to my homepage. So I recommend like kind of breaking it down in sections so it's easy to read and they could go to the section that they want to read. I recommend adding a backlink to your homepage. That way, when they read the listing, they don't click on the back button and leave your Etsy shop and go somewhere else. Remember, the longer they stay in your shop, the more chances of them buying. If you have additional stickers that match that particular sticker, or it's the same, it's like a puck sticker, I also recommend creating, I have a video on this, a section where you have all the puck stickers and you could click on the link and it will show them all your puck stickers in case that maybe they want to buy this one, but if they see another one, they might be enticed to buy a different one or buy a couple of them. That's a really quick way to kind of group your similar items together and make actually more sales. I have in my wedding shop, I have stuff like, all like I have like 100 items with red flowers, and I have them all categorized. So whenever they click on the link, they see all those items. And then I have all the blue ones with one link, and then I have all the pink ones with one link, and they could see matching items, and then they could kind of go through the list of all the things that match that particular product that they're looking at. And because of that, my sales do increase. So therefore, I recommend you doing that as well. But I will say you need to redo your listing description. You need to craft it out a little bit more. You need to include more details on it, and you need to make sure that you optimize your SEO for it. Um, the last thing I want to talk about is the curation of your shop, and it's just the overall look of your shop. When people buy from Etsy, the reason why they buy from Etsy because things are handmade. They're different. They're personalized. You could get something unique. So people want to know who you are. Who am I buying from? Who is Monty? So what I recommend is putting a profile picture of yourself. Um, when you buy on Amazon or eBay, you could care less who you buy from. But when you buy on Etsy, you do care. So I recommend putting a photo of yourself, just your face, something with a smile, and that's it. I do like your logo, so good job of having a logo. I do like your tagline. Whenever you put anything in your store, whether it's a tagline, an announcement, your About Me section, all of these should be optimized with your SEO tags. So you need to go and do a research tags that you want to rank for on Etsy, and you need to create a list of keywords, and you need to go back to your list to your store and put those keywords. If one of the keywords is stickers, then you need to put cute and unique stickers and gifts for dog lovers, something like that. But you need to include those keywords. You need to include them here. Um, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Don't let yourself get caught without a cute gift for your dog lovers. We offer, let's say this is one of the tags that you want to rank for. We offer cute dog stickers. We offer um, dog decals. We offer dog t-shirts. We offer blah, blah, blah. Make sure that you include it in here. You can even create a list of all the things that you sell with those keywords. Then you go down here and you do the same. When you write about your About Me section, you do the same. You say, I started, selling t-shirts because I love golden retrievers. So now I sell not only t-shirts for dogs, I sell decals for dogs. I also do stickers for dogs. And I have a whole brand line of this and this and this. And then you put all those keywords. This is how you optimize your store and you rank higher for those keywords and you start driving more traffic to your shop. But you have to optimize it. Um, your reviews look great, so I won't speak of that because you're doing a really good job with that. Um, your update section, you did one 6 months ago. Updates are really good because if you update, even if you did like one per week, every time you update something on your store in this section, Etsy sends a notification to anybody that favorite your store. So every time you update, it's more eyes to your store, basically. They get a notification. Hopefully, they'll come back and browse your shop to see what new changes you made. So it increases the likelihood of someone buying from you. Um, I do like the About Me section. Um, I would add a little bit more, like I said, with the tags, and then I would, let's see, features to buy friend. So I mean, you have a nice story. I would just add more SEO. Great job for adding your Instagram, your Pinterest, and your Facebook, your social media. Great job of telling people who makes the design and who prints them. So that's really important. And yeah, I mean, overall, you have beautiful items. I think that you could take your pictures a little bit more to the next level. Making sure that your SEO is like really important. Making sure you are doing your SEO correctly. Making sure that your shop is optimized correctly with keywords, and making sure that you update a photo of yourself, and just always paying attention to key performing indicators. Whenever you look at your Etsy stats, review it monthly and see what are the listings that are the lowest listings, which listings am I not selling, and then start to work on those. So if you have listings that barely ever get any searches, like 0 per month, then you need to start with those and fix those first. You need to change the SEO. Maybe you need to change the photos. Maybe you need to change the wording of how you're selling your products, but you need to work on it. It's not an easy thing with Etsy. It's a lot of hard work. If it was as simple as uploading a photo and selling, then nobody will have this problem, right? But you do have to do the work behind it and the research to make sure that the products that you are showcasing are going to be shown to the right people. So I hope that this video was helpful, Monty. Guys, I'm trying to create a sense of community where we all come together, we help each other, we give tips and advice. If you currently have a similar shop like Monty, or maybe you have any suggestions or tips, please leave them below. Leave a comment below. Let us know any suggestions that you have to improve the store. Maybe I didn't cover something that you saw. Leave it below. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video,